And the other thing that really made me stop and say to myself that instead of reading you an excerpt today, I was going to talk about what I was trying to do with this book and what this book means to me. It's just one little paragraph, one little sentence that I was reading. And it goes like this. So I guess I am doing a reading for you. I straightened my shoulders, clasping my hands at my waist and donning my most serene expression. Ladylike and poised, the persona I donned at every gathering. I'd practiced so many times over the past 3 years, though I had almost become second nature. After this week, I wouldn't have to pretend at maidenly behavior. Once I was married, I could finally be myself. That's a theme that really struck me as being important to this entire book. There's a lot of times when I stop and I think about Rose, and I kind of think of her as your typical Regency debutante, wants to fall in love and trying to act, ladylike and serene and poised. When you're comparing her to Francine, who is very independent, very scientific-minded, and even to Mary, who is the most outspoken, non-gender conforming person that you will ever find. Rose kind of seems like she's the most, I won't say normal, but the most invisible of the bunch. So as I was reading that, I realized that this story actually does mean a lot, not only to Rose, but I hope to other people. Because the idea that you have to hide yourself before you find somebody who wants to be in a relationship with you or who wants to marry you is, well, it's crap. But it's still prevalent in today's society. There's so many people who are afraid that when they go on dates, that the other person won't like them. And so they try to hide what they perceive to be their worst qualities, basically what makes them a unique person. I'm guilty of that as well, to a lesser extent. For one thing, like when I started dating, I don't really let people know how incredibly silly I am at times, because I basically let off steam by acting super silly, and I've been I have been criticized for that before. And so it was a part of me that I kind of hid away, and I was lucky enough to strike upon a person who actually loves that about me the most, just by some fluke. But I don't think that we should have to hide ourselves, because how are you supposed to find love, assuming that you are romantic and want a romantic relationship? How are you supposed to find a person who is so incredibly perfect for you if you're hiding the parts that they will love the best about yourself? So this book actually tackles that theme a lot, because it's an enemies to lovers type romance, and Rose doesn't she doesn't see Warren as a potential partner. She feels freer around him, so she lets him see that wild side of her that she's been trying to suppress her entire her entire time among society. And he ends up falling in love with her because of it. So if that's not a reason for you to read the book, I don't know what is. Join me at #RoseReadAlong as we go through this fantastic, funny book. Yes, I'm biased, but I have laughed in the first chapter, so I feel like I'm warranted. And let me know your thoughts. Happy reading.